I wanted to do a kind of almost like, like guided from like some kind of restlessness to restfulness. And right now I'm feeling kind of restless. I'm feeling unable to just sit down. Um, and feeling like frustrated with the process. So there's a lot of different feelings and thoughts. You as a viewer, maybe you're also going through different stresses and things like that. But let's take time right now to try and reorient ourselves. So I'm gonna go outside right now. I'm not sure if you as a viewer, if you're able to go outside, but I'm going outside because being in nature is often a great first step to help reorient ourselves. And the journey of rest, or of really coming to rest, is changing our quote unquote frequency, or just reorienting to simplicity. So indoors it's always like it's great being indoors, but you lose a connection to nature, and your awareness almost can feel like boxed in. You're contracted, crunched up. So coming outside, I'm outside right now, and it's here it's a nice day. So if you're able to, let's take a step outside. And often the big issues is we're engaged within our thinkingness, our thinking area, our faculties, and we get so much sucked into different thoughts, and these thoughts there's these subtle thoughts, and these little kind of subtle thoughts are the ones that are really making us restless. But it's it's not like instantaneously recognizable, and we have to go through a process of just trying to rest, trying to be still, and trying to engage higher things. And by doing that, I find I get those moments where I settle down more, and then I can identify, or like those thoughts kind of come up, and once you identify it, you can gently release it, just by seeing it. So right now we're outside, and I'm just going to be walking a little bit. And can engage your senses. I don't have shoes on, but if you're able to, feel the ground, feel the grass on your feet. I'm walking slowly. Doesn't matter how far you're walking, where. You're just walking slow. And let's try to engage our senses. We're trying to go from thinking about the past, different thoughts, worrying about the future, which most of the time it's nonsense. It never happens how you think it'll happen. It's just kind of illusions. We're coming back to now. We're walking slow. And let's hear nature. Hear the birds chirping. Just take time to thank our Father for these beautiful birds chirping. Thank you, Father, for these birds. The birds have a sweet melody. Joyful, lively, playful, gentle. Thank you, Father, for this. Maybe if we can smell grass. There's flowers. The beautiful scent of the flowers. We say thank you, Father. Thank you for the beautiful smells and the interesting smells. We'll come back to physical sensations. Feeling the grass on the feet. Thank you, Father, for this grass, this ground that supports me. If it's sunny or where you are, you can feel the sun, the warmth. It really just incredible and amazingness, awesomeness of just it's the sun there. Thank you, Father, for this. Being able to feel its warmth. Visually, let's just take time to look slowly at our surroundings. Everywhere we're looking, especially in this nature, it's the Father's beautiful creation. The different colors, the different textures and shapes. Everything is the helicopter making noise. So thank you for the helicopter. It's amazing, right? It's flying in the air. I'm coming back visually and absolutely everything. If you just take a second just to look at really anything, it's a beautiful, everything has its own beauty. Even these stones and the dirt. It'll have its own nuances. So thank you, Father. Thank you for being able to see these things. Maybe you can stand, straight where you are and just look straight and appreciate, you have a wide lens that you're looking through. There's so much in this picture. The clouds, the sky. All the greenery. And your view and your awareness. It's expansive, it's free. Let's try and slow down our breathing. For me now, I'm going back inside. And I already feel a lot better. Go inside to a quiet place. Let's rest as we are. Thank you, Father, for this moment. Just enter into time of silence. And declare in faith that our loving Father, He's within us right here, right now. So we can rest. Find yourself drifting away in thought. Okay. And say Jesus' prayer. Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, almost. Come to rest. Can you just have a look? Right in here.